back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be doing a natural look just because I did a poll on my Instagram and my Facebook and that's what everybody wanted me to do. So let's get right into it. Everybody always gets on me because I always do my eyeshadow and my foundation before I ever do my eyebrows. So today I guess we're going to go in and do my eyebrows. Okay, so today we're going to be using the medium brown dipbrow pomade from Anastasia, and I'm going to be using my number 12 brush from Anastasia, but I accidentally broke it. My bad. If you see me looking down, it's just because I have my mirror down here and it's easier, and I want to give you guys a better view up close to see what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and brush it out first. Now you're just going to, don't go so dark. So you're just going to outline. I don't really have a technique. I just kind of do an outline on the top and then I fill it in. If you don't like them, it's okay. That's why we're going to go in with concealer and just clean up the bottom and the top. Now I'm going to take my Smashbox 24-hour photo finish shadow primer, and I'm just going to set my eyes with that just so my look can hold all day. All I do is just pat it on. If you feel like you have too much, use a different finger and just rub it all in. I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Thanks to Danita, she gave it to me. All I'm going to do is, for my eyebrows, I'm just going, just because I don't want too much of a harsh look, I'm just going to put this much and I'm just going to blend that in. Well, carve my eyebrows anyways. It's easier to just pat so you're not, I guess, smudging everything. We're gonna dip into the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put every product that I'm using in the description just so it'll make things faster. Now I'm going to go in with I want to say it's like a detailed brush, but I'm not very sure. This is an old brush from BH Cosmetics. Now we're just going to put that into our crease. To blend out, I'm just going to use this, I call it a blending brush, but it's from Milani. And I'm just going to blend that into the liner brown. No matter what, you gotta make sure you blend, because if you don't blend, the look is not going to come out the way you planned it to. If you don't like how dark it is, just keep going back in with the darker brown. But every time you do, just make sure you're still blending it all in. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my Revolution concealer in C7. All I'm going to do is leave it on my lid. I'm not going to be extra and put it on my crease just because of the look that I'm doing today. And if you get concealer on your crease, it's okay. You'll just go right back in with your detailed brush and you'll go in with that darker color and just put it right back on there. Thicker flat brush. And for this, I'm just going to tap it on my lid. Like I said with the last one, it's okay if you get the lighter color on your crease. You could just take your detailed brush and go back in with the darker color and cover it up. Another detailed brush, and take that darker brown and just kind of, I don't use another blending brush. I kind of just mix it all together and do my motions just to blend it out. If you feel like you've went too far, just go back in with your tannish color and go right over, and it kind of just blends it in with each other. Today I'm just gonna do a short liner, not a wing liner, but I'm going to be using a brown liquid liner from Wet n Wild. I thought I was gonna do natural, but I'm gonna do natural, but you don't have to use these lashes. I just love dramatic lashes. When you put on lashes, you want to make sure you're putting them closest to your lash line, just so it looks more natural. And what I like about this glue is when it dries, you don't get, how do I say it, a harsh look? Not a harsh look, but a bad glue line, I guess. And you're able, even if you do, you're able to just go in with your eyeliner and just cover it up. You won't catch me with my eyelash falling off at the end of the night. My shit stays. Just go back in and you go over with your eyeliner to cover up that space. See, bitch, bam. Just like that, it looks natural. You know what's crazy to me is I wear dramatic lashes like this all the time to my jobs, and people really think these are my real lashes. Like, how are these my real lashes? Like, there's no way that they should be this long. So now I'm going to take my e.l.f. poreless face primer and just dab it on. To make your lashes look more natural, what I like to do is squish my natural lashes and the falsies together. Make sure your lash is already dry, because if you do that, you're literally just gonna yank your lash off. To clean up the top of my brow, I just go in with the foundation that I'm using, and I just get enough product on it. And you gotta be careful, because when we're moving, you're just gonna mess up your whole eyebrow. This is another reason why you want to get a foundation closest to your skin tone, because it looks more natural. And all I'm going to do is dab this into my skin. And you want to make sure you're using a damp beauty blender. Well, if you're using a beauty blender, you don't have to use a beauty blender. And you always want to make sure you put it down to your neck, because if you have the wrong color, you're really going to see it. I'm going to go in with my Revolution concealer yet again. You could put dots, or you could put, well, swipe it on. It doesn't really matter, but just make sure, oh jeepers, just make sure you're not putting too much, because then it's going to make you look washed out. Most people don't do this, but I like to dab it into my skin. And like I've said before, it's okay if you go too dark, because you could always just go right back in with your beauty blender and dab it in and it looks more natural. And just sharpen this. I'm going to be taking I think it's just a blending brush, but I use it to contour my nose anyways, and I'm just going to gently slide it down. What I like to do is go back in with the beauty blender and just set it in. My CoverGirl Peach Punch Blush, and you want to make sure you dab it or go like this. You want to smile and just get right here. You're just going to dust it off. Go back in with the same colors that I used. I might just go in with the darker brown. And you're just going to kind of swipe it. I want it to be a little darker, so I'm going to use a darker color, but it's going to be from a different palette. But I'm going to take a really, really dark, I don't know the colors on this, but it's this really dark chocolate brown color, I guess you could say. And you want to make sure you don't just dab it all in. You want to just do little by little so you can build it up. I'm just going to go back in and kind of deepen my crease with that same dark color. I'm going to take my LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil. It's just a white one. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my waterline. I'm gonna go in with this little, I don't know if it's Clinique or if it's Clinique, but it's literally this small brush, and you're just going to swipe that on your bottom lashes. We're gonna go in with Vaygaytion. Just going to swipe it on like down, bitch. And this is just literally one swipe. Okay, and this is the finished look. I lied. I'm going to take my LA Colors High Shine lip gloss, and I'm just going to swipe that on my lips. The lips that I barely have. This is always going to be my favorite combo. I just get a clear lip gloss, and then I get my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in Champagne Glam, and I just top it with that. Okay, now that's the finished look. A bitch snatched as fuck. I hope you guys like this look. If you like this look, go ahead and give this a thumbs up.